Like, this is what I keep trying to get across to people about culture. They're not different than us. They're worse.
Yeah.
Like, Swedes are different than us. They have their little sardine sandwiches or whatever. I get that that's different, but equal. But the Middle East is not equal. I saw this video. We'll talk about it next time we do real news, but it was like trying to get the Afghan army to stop smoking hash or to wear their helmets facing the right way. Like, they're monkeys.
Yeah.
You can make monkeys hold a gun for a photo op.
The biggest joke is making them do jumping jacks.
That to me was an epiphany. Dude, I saw that video. That jumping jack video is from like
10 years ago.
2004.
Yeah, it's a long time
It's
ago.
old as shit.
They're horrible.
And not only are they retarded, but they're stoned. So you give it someone with Down syndrome hash, that's not even the one, but that'll do. Or it's probably a different angle of the same one. Look at that. Irreparable.
Yeah.
Untrainable. How the fuck can you not do a jumping jack? No one taught me how to do jumping jacks.
Yeah, I don't remember learning that.
I didn't take a night course in jumping jacks. I didn't take a night course in not hanging onto a plane.
But there you go.
I didn't read a brochure that said it's freezing cold 6 miles above the earth.
Coincidence? I
And
think not.
500 miles an hour is a hell of a wind.
I want to see them jump rope.
Oh.
Because it's not the easiest thing.
I want to see them do that thing with red Solo cups where they go plop, 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 and then plop, plop, plop,
sing a
take it down
song.
again.
Yeah.
I saw a kid do like 4 different iterations of it in 5 seconds. It was some sort of world champion. He made like a pyramid, a singamadoodle, then broke them all down, then made them again, and he bang, 5 seconds. I don't think one person in the Middle East could do that.
No.
I don't think.
They could drink out of the cup.
How's this for an incredibly xenophobic, horrible thing to say that I should go to hell for and be in the SPLC's hate group? I don't think one person in the Middle East could do that.
Was that 5 seconds?
That was
and
5
he got
seconds.
a boner, right?
That was
Remember
5 seconds.
Oh, that was a different guy. The Rubik's Cube guy,
Yeah,
the
he
top
got a
Rubik's Cube guy. We saw this documentary, and he had such severe autism that when he broke the world record, he got a boner.
Nice.
But go back to that one. What did he do there?
That was 5 seconds.
Let's see what he did. So I take a bunch of cups. I do 3 towers, 2 towers, 1 big tower, and then put them back together again.
There's a word in Afghani for this called magic.
You could rule the Taliban. You know what we should do? Instead of sending troops there, just send like Chris Angel and David Copperfield, some corny street musicians, David Blaine. And he'd be like, Allah Akbar! And say, Muhammad has told me to stop cutting out women's eyes.
Dude, why
like,
would
okay, no problem. Stop fucking kids. I by the way, I said the other
save some
day,
money and just...
yeah, just that our entire military budget should be matching tricks. Those coins that you bite and then you flick it and it goes back again.
Where did your finger go?
What is going on? I got some criticism the other day because I said the Taliban fucks kids, and they go, no, that's the Baki Baza or whatever. No, they all fuck kids and they all fuck each other. Women are human garbage to them. They're breeding machines. They kill them, feed them their dogs. Manny just sent me a picture of a woman who had her eyes cut out for God knows what, farting on a Thursday.
Their father was in the Taliban and
He
told
okayed
on
it.
her that she was working for the Afghan police. And they shot her 8 times, stabbed her, and took her eyes out of her skull with a knife and left her for dead.
So what you're pulling up there is, yes, our allies fuck boys, but they all fuck boys and each other and goats. That's just the way it is over there. And that sounds very... Like, I hear that coming out of my mouth, and I go, wow, that's a horrible thing to say. What a racist thing to say.
There are stories...
It's just a fact.
All
Talk
over the
to
internet.
vets who were there.
Well, here's the sad part. Like, one sniper, I don't want to say it was Chris Kyle or anything, but a pretty well-known sniper in Afghan, he's watching there, looking through his scope, and these guys would come in and rape these children every night, and they're not allowed to engage. They're not allowed to stop them.
Oh, right, yeah.
It got to the point where one guy came in and ripped all the kids' teeth out with pliers. Oh. So when he sodomized them, he wouldn't have any teeth.
Well, sodomizes the butthole. When he face raped them.
Also,
When he pulled the teeth out of their ass?
no, out of their mouth.
Right. So that's face fucking.
I think sodomy is also oral copulation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see what's going on when we get involved in these other cultures?
You have to learn sodomy.
From what I've
Flush them
heard,
down the toilet.
I got a message after I said a couple of those things about what was happening at Westchester County Airport about the people, and they said it was all children. They said majority of the children had blown out nasal passages and bruised eyes, which is also from forcible sodomy.
What the
What, they fucked them in the eyes?
They're fucking their face.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
But why does that hurt your eyes?
It, after repetitive,
Oh, you're gagging and stuff, and your sinuses are blowing out.
disgusting.
They're just different.
And that's
it's
from
like
the southern border.
It's like the UK general said. They're just country boys.
Yeah.
They're country boys. And by the way, I don't think we're going to have any more problems from them because the U.S. ambassador sent them a strongly worded letter.
Oh, the guy who left the embassy.
No, she's a black woman.
Oh.
And she's our U.S. ambassador to the United Nations.
Oh, to the United
And she
Nations.
sat down. All
Strongly.
right, Buster Brown. You may think you're a hot tamale today, but you had better watch yourself and treat not just women, but trans, women of color with respect. Or, I don't even know.
There's no better video to emphasize how laughable that is than the one you played when you first came back from Costa Rica about the Taliban laughing at the reporter.
That's perfect. And I like it
That's the
because
sentiment.
you don't have to see any children being raped in it. There's no women having their eyes gouged out, which is also a very effective way to explain who they are. But yeah, that just sums it up. Like, there's a Harry and Paul sketch. Fuck it. It's too involved.
Good little Nazi! Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! There's been a lot of talk about the Nuremberg Code. Well, I brought you a copy. You are all in violation of Section 1. Yes, you, Dr. Wilton. You are in violation of the Nuremberg Code, which is international law, and the definition is...
Thank you, sir. Your time has expired.
Your time is expired. Was he saying Hail Fauci?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mocking.
Yes, I understand.
Right.
That's not Coppercab, is it?
No.
Please take a seat.
That's blonde cab.
It's pretty funny because I have a relative that looks almost identical.
That looks
to
like a white Boston Mike from DMS
Yeah.
who died deer hunter style playing Russian roulette.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Look, this is my personal opinion. That shit means nothing to me. That's not activism. That's just, they give you room. I have these friends who, they've noticed their kids are real ornery and pissy when they take them away from video games. So the mother has like a decompression room where she goes, get off your shit, get off your iPad, get off your everything. And then as the kid's being a suck, she goes, go into that room and wait 15 minutes. And that's their decompression chamber. And I tried it. It's a good move to do because you're taking crack away from a crackhead. And they need time to sort of recalibrate. And I told the husband, after the wife told me that, I go, I really like your wife's tips.
Oh.
And he goes, what the fuck did you just say to me? And I go, your wife's tips. They're amazing.
Your wife's
And he
tits.
goes-
or tips.
He goes, how do you know anything about my wife's tits? And I was like, I've never looked at your wife's tits. As a rule, when I talk to any man's wife that's a friend of mine, my eyes stop at the shoulders. I talk to women like this. Hi, what's going on? I actually purposely don't even know their names. People see that as sexist,
No.
but it's actually respectful.
I do a similar thing. Yeah.
It's respectful to not look at your friend's wife or girlfriend or not know her name.
It's like I heard her tips. You listened to my wife's tits?
I just tip fucked your wife, and she had some great ideas for kids. Anyway, so that's what that is. It's a timeout room. We're going to let you go to a town hall, and you can yell with your dreads and say your little speech that you wrote on your phone, and we go, oh, no, you totally hurt my feelings. And then they go back and they keep oppressing us. The way you fight back is to break the law.
Not
It's
comply.
like Lenore Skenazy in her book Free Range Kids. She goes, it's illegal for a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old to go to the park alone. send them to the park alone. They can't arrest us all. If everyone sends their 5 and 6 year olds to the park alone without parental supervision, then what? The jails fill up with kids. That's why I say get fired, get in trouble at the end of every show. That's the only way to do it. Was send your kid to school and say my kid's not wearing a mask. That's a lot more effective than you. Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! You should be ashamed of yourself. Ooh.
You know, my buddy Dean, who I hang out with, you met, hanging out the other day. His kid, lives in Greenwich, Connecticut. So now Connecticut schools have deemed that kids have to wear masks going back to this current school year. That didn't sit well for about half of the residents of Greenwich. And now they have joined the Greenwich Patriots.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah. Believe it or not.
So Greenwich is pretty left, though, generally, isn't it?
But they're...
It's a weird... Well, it's obviously a weird... Connecticut's a weird state.
Yeah.
Because there's, like, New Canaan, where Ann Coulter's from.
Correct.
There's a
lot of old money. There's a lot of influence. There's a lot of
old Republican money.
Yes. Yes.
You know what?
But there's also a lot of rich young liberals.
New money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably
But I don't think they outweigh the old money.
I think it makes sense that the more like the super liberal places they have
Greenwich, the Greenwich. What the hell did I just say?
Patriots.
Patriots. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart there. The Greenwich
I ruined the
Patriots
show.
to challenge the schools.
Wow.
Yeah, I honestly,
what point-
it's like Antifa says, that's my source for everything. Talk is cheap. Direct action,
Right,
is all that matters.
Non-compliance. We're not gonna comply.
Non-compliance.
Send all your kids with no masks. What are they going to do? Shut the whole school down?
Oh, you're against the COVID mandates? All right. You better not scream into a pillow in your bedroom about how much you hate them. That would really hurt me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Watch this. Oh, no. Like those fucking dumb things where they have Mark Zuckerberg in Congress and Ted Cruz is like, can you can someone locate where you are on Facebook? And he's like, I don't know, sir. We are still looking into that. Ooh, you really grilled fucking Jack Dorsey. I'm so scared.
Non-compliance is the way to go.
Yes.
My opinion.
Well, this is a good example of that. Let's see here. What would you fucking do?
I have a lot of trouble looking at this.
What would you do?
I can't handle fucking children in duress.
I haven't seen this.
Really, it's not good.
I don't know if I can watch it again. I had to watch it through your eyes, squinty eyes. Australia's out of fucking control, man.
Wait a minute. Is this the autistic child that had to get on a plane? That had a medical note not to get tested?
No, this is a totally different. I know what you're talking about.
I think this is an involuntary vaccine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look at this shit.
What would you do? I mean, you'd have to like.
Oh, I'd go to.
You'd go out like
I
a
would
fucking
never subject
hero.
my children to that.
Well, I'd go to jail, but I don't know if I can overpower 3 guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to try my darndest.
Yeah. I might knock
I'll
one
take
out.
my last swings and my last dying breath.
I'm going to bite their fucking faces. I'm
Did
gonna
you
go to
hear
jail.
about
My
the,
kids aren't going to have a dad.
I think it was a couple of days ago. There was an autistic child that had a note from his doctor that said, you can't try to stick anything up his nose because he's going to go batshit, he's on the spectrum. He's autistic. And the fucking oof. All hell broke loose. And then they issued an apology for traumatizing the kid. What do you... At what point does this get... Like, are you fucking kidding me?
When the Brits invaded South Africa, they were losing against the Boers, and so they started killing the women and children, and then they won. They did the exact same thing to the Americans in 1776, and they made the Americans so mad that they lost.
Well, that's
but
the
it's a
Achilles
tried and tested, dirty pool way to destroy a civilization, and right now they are attacking our children to try to break us. And it's going to start a fucking civil war. CRT, this kind of shit here. I mean, you attack a man's kids, he either buckles and cries and is just a broken man, or he turns into Braveheart.
Like, look at that. Australian police pepper spray a child for not wearing a mask.
It's bizarre what's
It's
going on in
fucked.
Australia.
And by the way, that cop is
Really?
not wearing a mask.
Cop is coming.
All right, let's stop giving away free content.
Yeah.
Australia's bananas.